You too can get experience by being not stinky.
Got it.
You always seem so unshakably optimistic in your conviction. How are you the way you are? By defeating my foes. I always thought proper to come to a conclusion first after much thinking and deliberating. It's important to think about it to an extent. Like, that's true. Like, you shouldn't just recklessly do things. But there's limits to that, right? Like, there's limits to how much time you can spend just thinking about it. We should talk, Nurse. I'm sorry, Nurse, it's just not working out. It's not you, it's me. I can teleport everywhere I need to now. I don't need a mechanic anymore. Thank you both. I do love you. Gallica, why are you blushing when the old man says he loves you? Gallica, do you have a thing for Nurse? You know what? I'm not gonna judge Gallica. Good for her. Nurse is better friends with us now, and he trusts that we won't abandon him like his old friends did. Isn't it so nice to see the prince not cursed? You too can get experience by being not stinky.
Got it.
Just because you can't feel yourself growing doesn't mean you're not getting stronger every time you shower. Take several showers a day and you'll become even stronger. And I think we'd get some laughs if I drew a face on it. They won't mind, yeah? Oh, look at him, he's such an adorable himbo. It's got a salty sweet glaze and leaves the tongue tingly for more. This actually sounds like something I'd really like. Where'd you buy this is fucked. That's so mean. Why do all my himbos have tragic pasts? I'm not sure how I feel about the writing that made them go, what if we made an entire species of people that look like children that pretend to be adults? And I heard one of your traveling companions is Lion's priestess. What sort of relationship do you have with her? We hold hands. Stop being so naive. We gotta go on a rampage with them. Yeah, man. I'm sure that'll go well for you. If you ever try to come after me, though, I will slice you in half, just so you know. It's so nice that they believe in me. It makes it so easy to rob them blind. Yappity yap, I said. Yap yap, I said menacingly. I just want to say this. I don't usually do this in JRPGs where I go around and talk to everyone after every single major event. I'll generally just do the ones that are in my way, right? Like, I'll talk to people as I'm walking by them to see if they have anything new to say. But I don't typically do like a whole search through like I'm doing here. And I think I want to talk about the design decision that makes me want to do that in this game when I don't do it in others. It is absolutely that I can see from a distance who I've talked to. I don't have to take the extra couple of seconds to sit there and go, oh, you're saying the same thing, and then move on. I have to take some pride in myself for recognizing your talents from the start. Yeah, you recognize that I'm an absolutely truthful person who never tells lies. I agree. I'm glad we all agree about what I am, because I would never tell a lie. It's sinners like you who brought this misfortune upon us. Keep away from the church, you blasphemer. Dude, you're a Yugif. They're never gonna like you, bro. They hate you. The church says that you should go die. Well, the execution's in Brylehaven. I'll make sure to watch it. I'm not gonna get executed, because I am the prince. Saintess Rella confirmed it herself. Do you think that she would lie to the public? Because if so, what would she lie about? Would it perhaps be her trying to assassinate the prince? Is that what she would lie about? In which case, she'd be even more qualified to talk about who the prince is if she failed to kill him. There's a lot of media that tries to go with the, without darkness, people wouldn't be people. Without their flaws, you wouldn't want to be around them. And I don't know that I agree with that. I think it's because we have a tendency to paint other people's differences as flaws. So we have this idea that perfection has to be one thing. And I don't think that's true. I don't accept that as a base statement. Exposure to new tastes can make even familiar hometown flavors seem fresh. Oh, this experience is limited to food. That's very true, actually. Thank you for these words of wisdom, Hulkenberg. For once, you said something smart. I mean, Hulkenberg says smart things a lot of the time. Are we a stupid party? Hold up. Did the only one smart die? Did the only smart one die when Grius died? Are Heisme and Juna the only smart party members? Oh no, they are. And I wouldn't necessarily call either of them that smart. They're just smarter than everybody else. We needed Fidelio, man. I want to live in the kind of world you create, Mar. No, because I'm not going to create it. You are. Get to work. Chat, I think Juna likes the protagonists. Frustrated is what I am. She's better than me in every possible way. Yo, our popularity went up. It's kind of weird that all of these popularity things are at the end of these plot lines. Like, you're only going to get to them now. And at this point, you're not going to change your popularity rank from these. I'm doing it for Fabienne. And they really be like, he's grown so much. Look at how our hero has changed throughout his journey. Ooh, pretty. They got me. They showed me a pretty visual and I caved.
I mean, you and he were best friends.
Sure were.
Friends. Wait, what?
What do you
This
mean?
is the end for Luis.
We didn't exist before the intro of this game, did we? It's gonna be some bullshit like that. We're gonna turn out to be like the prince's persona or some shit. Hey, UFO, can I get a handshake for good luck?
But you have to come back, no matter what, okay?
Don't worry, kid. Unlike your dad, we finished the job. What's the name of this town that prince ends up king? Well, I see it Sanctus will rise right back up again. Are these guys dumb? They're so convinced the royal family will support Sanctism that they're ignoring the fact that Sanctism tried to kill the prince. If I am the prince, I'm not going to be friendly. I hate Luis. He killed my mom. It's not fair Luis still gets to still be alive and my mom doesn't. So, Mr. Prince, can you kill Luis? You're so right, kid. I'm gonna go get vengeance for you. BRB. I'm always down to clown. Power is useless without intellect. Because putting down a good ruler to a single thing just isn't true. Luis, I'm gonna falter your heart with my fist. It's fine. I'm not worried at all. I definitely didn't mess up in my party setup. No, it's fine. Look, never punished is the motto I'm gonna die by, you know? You don't need to pretend you were holding back, Luis. You don't need to do that. I know you weren't. Why does he have 5 turns? Not even something to worry about. Never punished. Okay, well, he's back to fire, which is the sketchiest thing. Uh-oh. Ha! Neener, neener. I dodged, idiot. Lower his accuracy. Everything's fine so long as our enemy doesn't have enough accuracy to hit us. I think the actual truth here is that any of them can be humans. Humans are just negative monsters made from the negative emotions of people. That's a sad fact of human behavior. Give people what looks like a monster to them, tell them it is a monster, they'll try to kill it. I think it's wild that everyone just believed Luis. All of my supporters and my own friends saw Luis cast magic on me and me turn into a monster and didn't think. Not one of them thought, Luis has magic that turns people into monsters. That's fucked up. Like, my dude cast dark magic, infused darkness into my body. And everyone looking went, yeah, that must be that guy's true form. Not, man, Luis is transforming people into monsters now. There is no trust out here. They've never explained why we can't teleport here.
I should have recognized Luis's drivel for what it was.
Should have, yeah, I agree. If only we had some faster way to have gotten here. Like, I don't know. Teleporting? Is Hulkenberg so sad that her hair changed colors? Like, is that the lighting or her hair is going gray? Hold up, can I actually ignore the main plot and just go in here? So it feels like...
The Hermitas Gruidae.
That is a cool headpiece she's wearing. Also, can I just say, I hope they eventually give us some kind of justification for why the king didn't use the royal magic before the end. Because frankly, it sure does seem pretty close to all-powerful. You're telling me he couldn't smite Forden? Also, I do appreciate that I think on a lot of the scenes, I think we've been seeing this place when this voice is present. It's like that light from above looks super familiar.
All thou hast gained in thy journey's course.
We're gonna level him up, and then he'll have more HP and he won't die. It's the perfect plan.
And became his living fantasy.
That's why when we game over, it says fantasy is dead. Okay, that's pretty funny. Does that make us more a dragon than an Elda? And that makes more sense, because I think I commented on this back around the time we met Grius, which is, there were some weird things, like, why did we need the sword to supposedly, for Grius to recognize us, when Gallica would be recognizable by Grius? why were we there at all? Because Gallica can move faster on her own. That's how I get things done too. I just mind control passing fairies to do my work for me.
I feel a bit lighter.
Did our accent change? We have the prince's accent now?
He is still himself.
It is a little easier to do magic that reforms you when you are made of magic. Just a little bit. It's a little bit of an advantage. I'm glad they all finally talked about the recurring visions they've been having. This is why you communicate strange happenings to your party members, people. Also, some of the tribes are a lot more different than the others. How did the Nidiga and the Yugif happen? I'm okay with the explanation of, yeah, all that natural stuff sped up by magic. I like to think that outside of this place, because like there is a whole world outside of this island, right? Outside this little continent. I like to think the rest of the world's still just running relatively normally and just hasn't checked on them in a couple centuries. That'd be really funny.
Therefore, accept thy weakness.
See, I was just living out the ideals of the game when I spent an entire fight with Luis without having actually covered for any of my weaknesses. Yo, is that our royal? Because if it is, that is hype, although I don't like how much we look like the old king. Get out of here, Dad. Gallica best girl, only held back by being 6 inches tall. I do love that we got plotted so hard our hair changed colors. Resist all affinity damage other than Almighty. What? I mean, I guess he's the protagonist, right? He's gotta have something in his belt. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!